Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. Good afternoon. Oh, that's me. That's me. We don't need that. Hello, how are we all doing? My name is Mike Moritz, and the name of this stream is Cyber Sunday, but we're not playing, as you might think, Cyberpunk. I don't have the new expansion pack, and I don't plan on getting it unless it's like a birthday present or something. Instead, what we're doing is we're going to be playing something different, which is a little bit of Shadowrun, specifically Shadowrun Dragonfall. And you may ask, as well you should, why are you playing Shadowrun Dragonfall and not Shadowrun Returns? And the answer is because this one's got achievements. It's the only reason. I've just been doing the whole tweet out everything. So let's boot this baby up. Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut, no less. I'm going to be getting some food soonish. I'm having a bit of a, do they call it a dinner? Lunch dinner? I'm just getting a lot of food now, and then I'll be sort of grazing over it over the course of the stream. But anyway, let's get Dragonfall up there, and hopefully you should be able to see that. There it is. I'll just resize that. There, good. Alright, so if you don't know what Shadowrun is and why we're playing it on Cyber Sunday, it's an urban fantasy setting, much that's similar to Cyberpunk, either of the various Cyberpunk editions, as Cyberpunk 2020, Cyberpunk V3, dropping frames. Really wish that wouldn't happen. What was it? Cyberpunk 2020, Cyberpunk V3, and the most recent version, Cyberpunk Red. It's similar to that, except it also has magic. And all sorts of... Oh my god, stop dropping frames. You big old butt face. I don't know what the UGC is. So, hold on. Just want to make sure everything is working. Hello, right? Thank you. Yeah. So, I forgot I had that. I don't realize a prop pack that I don't have, but anyway. Yeah, we're going to be playing this. So yeah, it's a tabletop setting, and I keep dropping frames. Would be nice if that didn't happen. Yeah, so what was I saying? Tabletop setting, much like Cyberpunk, except it has magic. And yeah, so this is the second of the reboot series. The first one was Shadowrun Returns, doesn't have achievements. This one does. And yeah, so here's the premise of our game. The year is 2054, the promise of opportunity, and I'm looking at you dropped frames and I really don't like it. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon... Yes. Why do you keep dropping frames? I'm so nice. I am so nice to you. I am so nice to you. Why do you do this to me? Even the great dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. If only it were that simple. Alright. So, in the world of Shadowrun, there are no statistical differences between males and females. Graphics too high, bitrate too high, FPS too high. No, I think it's, I think it was that it was trying to do an update at the same time. So now that I'm actually in the game, we're good. Alright, so, we have human, elf, dwarf, orc, or troll. You know what we should do? Alright, hold on. What's this? Window capture. Yeah. Look at this. I've got the picker wheel up again. Hooray! So, what are our choices? Human... oh wait, hold on. Let's get human, elf, dwarf, oh, dwarf. That is the wrong choice. Alright. Let's see what choice has chosen for us. Elf! Okay. We're an elf. Okay. Many people, especially other metahuman races, see elves as the most fortunate metahumans. They are more attractive and socially acceptable than the other metahumans. Elves are taller than humans but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. All elves have +1 charisma, maximum stats, body 9, quickness 11, strength 9, charisma 12, intelligence 9, willpower 9. Okay, and so the classes are Street Samurai, Mage, Decker, Shaman, Rigger, and Physical Adept. Or none. Well, seeing as how we have this plus to Charisma, ideally I'd be using something that uses Charisma, which is a Shaman. Shamans use Charisma. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a great totem spirit that guides their life path: bear, cat, coyote, eagle, or raccoon. Shamans' relationships with their totems allow them to summon spirits and command them to do their bidding. Shaman have the skill to conjure spells that mages cannot. I have never played a shaman in this game, so this will be fun. But I'm playing a lady. Lady elf. None of these are all boy elves. That looks somewhat femme. I don't know, all these elves look pretty femme. But wait a minute, did I pick... Oh no, I picked male, that's why. I'm like, wait a minute, they're all male. Yeah. Okay, this is more like it. What do we like here? think I'll go with this one. This one works for me. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. An attribute or karma can be used to approve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving from body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available to customize your character. Well, the reason I like charisma, and I'm actually happy that we get a charisma, is because charisma gets you, like, etiquettes. And etiquettes open more, etiquettes open more conversation options, and you know I like my role-playing, so that's all good there. Okay, so what? I've got 7. What does this unlock? Totem choice. I feel like getting a totem is probably a good plan if I'm playing a shaman. Power of Bear heals all friends within 3 of the damage. Within 3 of the damage. What? Also dropping frames again. Thank you. Cat is secretive, sly, and stealthy. Gives quickness to everybody. Oh, this is a tactics game. I want Eagle. Speaking of role-playing, did I tell you my creative? Okay, 3.5 hours. Yeah, no, that... Look, honestly, 3.5 hours feels about right for role-playing BG character creation. Increased spellbook slot. Sounds good. Conjuring. Lightning barrier. Okay. What else can we get? Willpower. Do you like willpower? Wait, do we get max? Yeah, we get the max etiquette because I'm playing an elf. Hell yeah. Great. Intelligence. We don't really need to worry about intelligence. Intelligence is more for deckers. Strength. Melee weapons. I should probably get some ranged. Shouldn't I? Like, because you never know when you're going to run out of magic, and it's probably a good idea to have some level of ranged combat. Pistol. At least a pistol. Aimed shot is a decent perk. And dodge. Yeah, we want dodge. I'll get some biotech as well. Just for the healing. Okay. So I get 3 etiquettes here. You know what? Let's throw ourselves on the field of the wheel of choice again. So was it corporate, security, gang, and this'll help me figure out what kind of runner I am. I'm surprised they haven't given me a chance to name my character yet. Because I literally, when I was booting up the stream, decided what my character was going to be named, and it is a terrible joke from last night's stream. Which, you know, obviously, if you watched last night's stream, you should get it, but I don't think, you know, many people did. Anyway, let's spin the wheel of choice. Our first etiquette will be... Socialite! Alright. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's keep going. Our second choice is... Security! And our last one is... It should be Shadowrunner, let's be honest. Gang! Cool. That was very silly. Okay, so... Interesting. Socialite, gang, and security. Alright. So, reference to last night's Among Us stream. I'm playing Becky, because in Becky we trust. The Harfield Manor Run. Life was good, easy jobs, regular pay, reliable crew, but things went south and you had to drop off the grid, put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofwehr has only so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and to begin anew. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your third run with Monica and her team. An old castle holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, and get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. And by dropping frames again! The Harfield Manor, 1 hour east of Berlin. That's me. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to an old castle holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. What the hell is going on? I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. I don't normally have this many issues. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day. Watched her get her first data jack. Now she's your team leader and a drag-hot decker to boot. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files and bolt. 10 minutes top to bottom. Drop frames aren't notable to me at least. Cool! Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love? Dietrich, shaman, old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. You brought 2 shamans on this run? Damn, girl. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief. Maybe. How many times have I told you? You can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth. That trade trash will rot your brain. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be tight. A few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we're here. Just like old times, eh? Monica's smile returns, more wistful this time. The moonlight catches her face at a strange angle. Yeah, just like old times. Glory. Milk run or not, we should be careful. Glory. Razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into a wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iga, are you in position? The comlink crackles, and the response comes back low and soft, softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. God, I have to do so many German accents in this. Ah, why did I choose to do German accents? Eiger. What's a good Eiger voice? She's at hole, so... Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate services and service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent, thank you, Eiger. Just doing my job. Eiger out. See, they're professionals. Sorry, the comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you and drops in her arm. See, they're professionals. Alright, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Worm talk is on tonight. I told you, it's educational. Alright. Grab your gear from the van. Grab a weapon. I'll take the pistol. And I'll grab the rest of my kit. You grab your running gear from a worn duffel bag near the weaponry. Alright, so if I look at my character sheet. Here we go. I have my pistol. And I have Acid Bolt. Conjurer's basic Acid Bolt does damage over time to the target. Cooldown nothing. AP 1. Damage 4. Pretty good. I know Haste 1. Which increases a friendly target, so it's a buff spell. Increases their action points by 1 for 2 rounds. And I have a Fetish, a Medkit, and a Trauma Kit. Now, this is the game that has Doc Wagon, isn't it? Because I get Doc Wagon and Trauma Team confused. Hello? Oh, okay. Because normally I'd slide to the end of the screen, but because I'm in windowed mode. Private museum. The owner of this estate must have money to burn. The complete skeleton of a theropod dinosaur. It appears to be genuine. A variety of remarkably well-preserved Slavic artifacts. The vase in this case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scroll work of gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You can't help but notice that the glass encasing it looks awfully flimsy. Maybe I'll come back for you later. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a save here and see if I can actually just steal it. Oh, my last character was female too. Holy crap. Walk away. You will be mine, Vase. It's now a matter of time. Okay. Damn it. The cask in this display case is decorated with inlaid panels of ivory scrimshaw. Okay, what's over here? Uh-oh. Damn it, missed. So this is Monica. Glory. Damn it. Ow. What? Well, he's dead. Oh, peas. No, I'm gonna load this. I'm gonna load this. Oh cool, my food's on the way. What? My food apparently was delivered right now. Hold on. My food indeed is delivered right now. I didn't even hear it. Bread. Sorry, don't mind me eating. I have returned with cutlery. So let's not aggro the security first thing in the game. How about that? This is a good plan, you think? My question is, why didn't we bring a decker? Oh, I'm gonna open this door and there's gonna be the same thing. Yup. Only now there's two of them. Well, that sucks. Okay. Fine. I think I'll load that one up and do what I did last time, actually. Just feels better to deal with the lone guard. Look, if they didn't want us to deal with this, why would they have given us the choice to alter our, they'd only use single autosaves. What the hell? Okay. So, some nice chicken and some nice chips. Okay. So, turn-based combat. What if I come over here and I look at the terminal? Security alert response plan, Quebec 6. Matrix operations locked. HTR team responding. Now, if I had decking, I could probably do something with that. But I have no decking because I'm not playing a decker. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Acid Bolt at this guy. I didn't do anything. Monica will get into cover and take an aimed shot. 10 damage? That's great. Okay. Glory, come over here. Aimed shot. 7 damage. Oh boy. This may go way better than it did last time. Aimed throw. Wow! That was excellent. It was so much better than last time. Can I save? Yeah, that's a definite save. Okay. That was excellent. That was really well done. So at this point, we now need to get prepared. Oh, damn it. Why did I put Glory? Glory should be up the front because she's on point. Glory should be on point. Can I can't put her on Overwatch? No. Okay. Put Dietrich up the front as well. Okay. So let's double move Glory. Get her up the front. Because we do need her to be out the front. Let's have a look at our options. Neither of them are that good. We can bring Dietrich around the side. And then we can flank her. That didn't work. %71% is doable. Cast Acid Bolt. Nice. Very nice. Let's bring Monica up here. Cool. Nice. We love that. We love both of that. Nice. Unfortunately, I can't rotate the camera, because otherwise that would make this a whole lot easier. Alright. Electro Core is an AoE attack, which hits both of them. Okay, that feels good. I'll cast Acid Bolt at this guy and miss. Cast Acid Bolt again and hit him. Okay. Oh, feels good. Well, he's dead. Glory. Send Glory around. And dead. And so when combat is over, you drop out of tactics mode, which is nice. Okay. Bring Glory up the front. I was wondering, can I look at our whole party? Yeah. Combat. Decker. Oh, she's a Decker! Oh! He's a Street Samurai and he's Shaman. Okay. So Monica's our Decker. I see. Should have gotten her to deal with that thing, but anyway, well, we know that now. Let's flank over here with Becky, and Becky we trust. Oh no, there's 4 of them. Oh! Possibly a mage. Okay. So this looks like it's actually going to be a proper fight. We'll put Glory over here in full cover. And then her best is on the Grenadier. Oh, love it. Yeah, I'll target the Grenadier too. Oh, actually, hold on. I should have... So, occasionally, you'll be able to summon spirits from the environment. Like this one, which is an Apocalypse Spirit. Yum nom 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 nom. Very lovely. Would have liked to have killed that dwarf, but... Okay, so the upside is everyone's focusing on the spirit, which is nice. It allows us to move around a bit. So I'll switch over to Glory's Claws. And send her to take out this guy. Nice. Okay. Not super great, but we can make do. Send Becky over here. Oh, right. She only has one thing because she's using her concentration to focus on the spirit. And you need to give it a certain amount of AP, and the higher AP you give it, the more chance it has of breaking free from your control and then running amok. Cool. Still under my control, which we like. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. So now... God, that spirit is super powerful. Unfortunately, it doesn't give Dietrich much to do, does he? Interesting. Go with Glory first. Get her to attack. Bleeding. 1 HP per round. Okay. Acid Bolt. Cool. And when combat ends, the spirit dissipates. So that's cool. So that's how spirits work. Now you know about how shamans work in this game. Anything else to look at? Nope. Okay. Let us continue then. Damn, they gave me 2 pieces of chicken. And, I really only needed 1. I'll put the chips in the box. I'm gonna have some supper. Because, boy howdy, that was filling. So far, so good. If you're skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica sends the rest of the team downwards, into the basement of the Harfield Manor. Your payday is waiting, and the data vault lies ahead. That's a big freaking vote, Liebchen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions are clear. The data we're looking for should just be on the other side of this door. Alright. Monica combs her hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the matrix, a little digital hand waving, I'll have this thing right open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on the Monica's comlink. Iga, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Gloria looks cold and distant, just like she always does. We've been through this before, Iga. You're not in the KSK anymore. Oh, sorry, KSK anymore. And that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the flux state. Please spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iga love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Okay. So if I had decking, I could deck in. However, I have no decking. I agree with Iger, actually. We should have a second command just in case. Monica stares with you for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle in her eye appears again. She smiles at you as she speaks into a comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Becky's in charge. There's a pause, then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Becky, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? I'm no rookie, Iger, and you know it. You heard what I said, You heard what I said, Iger. This is ridiculous. I know that this is a joke to you, Monica, but I am telling you. Iger... Monica's tone is all business. Evidently she's heard enough. The decision's made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible. The legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. That's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You'll let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough's chatter. Let's get this done. Excuse me. Uh-oh! Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from a data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen Decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly screams still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Okay, so I have the data jack, the cyber deck, and hold Monica down. I don't know what either of these two will do to her, so I'm going to hold her down. As Dietrich holds Monica's thrashing body, you grab her head in both hands and hold it steady. Glory wraps a cybernetically enhanced hand around the cord, leading to data jack and pries it free. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. So, whoa! Damn. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Just stay with us, Monica, okay? We're going to get you out of here. Save your breath. She's had a stroke, a bad one. She'll be dead before we're back into the van. Isn't there anything we can do to help her? I know what I'm going to do. Dietrich leans in close, his nose hovering inches away from Monica's. His voice is soft, almost a whisper. Liebchen, it's Dietrich. Tell me what did this to you. Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shape she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze and something else. Hope? Feuerschwinger. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again and grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. That is brutal. Alright. Just finishing my shake. Okay, new objective. Keep the team alive. Alright, we got 2 shaman and a street samurai. Cool. Acid Bolt's my best choice. Eagle Totem. No, I'll do that next turn. Damn it! Okay. Everyone gets an accuracy boost, which is what we want. Glory heads over here, makes with the slashy. Cool. Dietrich. Oh no, Electrocore is a thingy, isn't it? Cool, that did something. Ow. Alright. I think Glory's got the guy on the left. Nice. Glory does have the guy on the left. Now Dietrich. Okay, well you suck, my dude. Oh, there's a summon spirit there, but I don't need it just yet. Terminal active. I'll send Dietrich down here to deal with the terminal. MCPOS. Maintenance software 101. Command line interface. Internal memory checksum invalid. Becky. Whoa, that's me. This terminal is printing your name out over and over again, Becky. You better get over here. Okay. Wow, there's a decking 1 option? That's surprising. I appreciate it. I appreciate there's a decking 1 option. Monica must be trying to tell me something important about this terminal. Any ideas? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. Stay frosty, teacher. Give me a minute. Problem is detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restored to the factory fault settings. Becky. As you number the screen slowly begins to climb, this is going to take a while. Glance at the second screen to see the facilities on high alert. A map of the hall. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the Holdfast grounds indicate that security forces are en route from multiple angles. Doors are currently being rerouted. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the Holdfast's old service entrance on the western side of the building. Sorry, give me a minute. At that moment, Iger's image winks onto your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Monica's down, Iger. The vault was a setup. What? I'm sorry, Iger. We couldn't save her. Now we have to get out of here. Look for an old servant's entrance on the west of the main grounds. We'll rendezvous with you there. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory tends to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Becky? Monica found a way to open the doors, but it's going to take some time. Of course she did. Thanks to her, we might get out of... Until the door locks disarm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Yeah, I'm good with that. Survive for 10 turns. Alright. Okay, well, a door opened. I don't know where a door opened, but a door definitely opened. Probably this door down here. Oh, that door. Damn it! I didn't see that coming. Ow! Oh, they did come from that way. Damn it. Wind Dancer. Cool. Alright, Glory's got to carve up. Cool. That. The figure loping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. Alright, friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, steal a vase or two from the museum, no harm. Maybe I'd let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Becky. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender. And I promise I'll make this easy. Who are you? Can we talk about this? No. The orc's gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. Uh-oh. Right, well, Dietrich is in a bad way, so Dietrich needs to have some of the healing. I'm just gonna summon a... And... Ooh! Oof! Oof! Well, that did a nice amount of damage, and no mistake. Okay, cool. Ow. Do I have any health packs? I do. Okay. Nice. Oh! Uh-oh! The orc suddenly pauses, his head to one side, covering his ear with his finger. Vindicator started to spin down. Yes, sir, acknowledged. Sorry. Squads 3 and 5 report to the main entrance. Do not let the intruders escape. Without another word, he slings his weapon over an armored shoulder and turned to leave the room. Hey, we were just getting started here. Oh, cool. Damn it. Okay. Ow. Well, that's bad. This fight isn't going well, I'll be honest. Oh, thank God that she automatically uses a trauma kit. Oh, that was rough. Ow. Don't target me, don't target me. Okay, that's fine. What? I'm confused about what I'm doing here. So I'm very confused. Like, I tried to use the I tried to use the trauma kit, but it wouldn't let me use the trauma kit. Okay, cool. Yes, please attack the spirit. Oh, thank Christ for that. Hold the line, wind spirit. Whew! Boy howdy. Iga rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. Monica didn't make it. We barely got out ourselves. Yes, Becky. I have eyes. I can see that. We can talk about this later. For now, we've got to get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Pile in, people. And Becky, when we get back to the Croix Bazaar, we are going to have a little talk. Damn. Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that locals called the Kreuz Bazaar. A safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Kreuz Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of the streetlights and neon signs play across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colours. Soon the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system. A well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Kreuz Bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side, and I'm going to take a quick break here. So, hold on. What do I do here? We do... Blah, 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 blah. We switch this. Alright. Oh. Apparently. Oh no, wait a minute. Aha. I just realized I've been putting the game above me. I've been talking this whole time. I've been here. Hello. So then, what we want to do, we want to add text. Sorry, I haven't set up a be right back screen yet on my new system, so. Be right back. Actually, I should say I'll be right back. And we can change the font. No. That one. Okay, actually that could be a little bit bigger. Oh. Alright, I want that one. Cool. Alright, I will be right back. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back, and we are continuing our journey with Shadowrun. Oh, excuse me. Dinner really filled me up. Let's get inside. Can't happen sooner enough, love. The sooner we get in, the sooner I can get drunk. You step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part dealmaker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows. He takes a moment to chew on his words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something in the vault security system got her while she was jacked in. It was over in an instant. I've seen Monica hit black IC before. This was something for us. Monica died. Glory nods, her emotions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. Iger thrusts a gloved finger into your chest. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. Ignore it. Let it happen? She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time she saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Yes, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are good indicators of a decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those. No. If you had, my friend wouldn't be lying and dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security, Becky included. Throwing her under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where she belongs. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough, you're gonna get burned. Iger turns the focus back onto you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Excuse me. Enough. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this won't... You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died because you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough! Amsel's voice comes out in a roar. His fist smashes down on the desk behind him. Iger, you and Becky can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe, and I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there, something we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. He pauses and rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. Sorry, I yawned. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. Monica lived long enough to say a name. Feuerschwinger. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The Fire Wing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. Glory raises an eyebrow. The Fire Wing. The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You're far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Feuerschwinger is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinger was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Amsel takes a deep breath. As do I, apparently. Slowly releases it. There's a haunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation, and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Fire Wing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that eventually pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire, crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. This event was called the Dragonfall. Hey, we got a title! Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero, our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. The early years of the awakening were traumatic, Iger. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it surprised that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Feuerschwinger is a bit of historical trivia and nothing more. Alright. So Monica spent her dying breaths trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Iga sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? No. It doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwinger has been dead and gone for 42 years. There's one thing I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. I will look into this, and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. Yes, that much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be records. That is something. We'll see what I can find out. Did you notice anything else that may be of value? So that's not much. It is then. I agree. A basement, middle-aged orc with xenographs, and a long-forgotten world event. Whoever sent us knew what we were walking into. We were sent up. That's obvious. But why? I warned her. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me it would be a cakewalk. You didn't bring it to her? No. She set the whole thing up herself. Monica was approached by a man who calls himself Green Winters. Used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But for Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux State. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. We need to track down Monica's client and press him for information. Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters is involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. And when he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna rob it. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information on Green Winters and fast. There's a man here in the Croix Bazaar, a Turk named Altug Boragazi. He owns a little soy calf shop just down called the Cafe Sizve. This man is also a purveyor of information. I've done business with him from time to time. Do you think he would know something about Green Winters? When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. Sorry. One of his pupils has been keeping tab on Winters ever since. As I said, I do not trust the man. Best to be cautious in our line of work. Should I go meet with Altug then? Tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've already uncovered, sparse though it may be. Okay, level up. Alright, what's this? So now I can talk to everybody! Yay! I'm gonna need to top up my stuff. Let's talk to Glory. Glory is beautiful in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. What's more settling is her chrome. Glory is... Oh, actually, hold on to that. Just realized I need to... Cool. Yeah. Yep, good. So I just needed to make sure that my stream was correct. Glory is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks more composed of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals like this are anything but uncommon, but Glory's cyberware is all first generation, all of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. Use astral perception to read Glory's aura. Without shifting your attention away from Glory. I didn't know I could do this. Again, I've never played a shaman before. As your third eye opens into the hidden world around you, you feel the familiar tingle of dormant senses awakening. The room that you're standing in slowly shifts to match its true nature, a lifeless expanse of grey, ugly and cold. Your own body, however, explodes into a swirling chaos of scintillating colour. As the astral plane shimmers into view, you focus on Glory. You can still see her with your corporeal vision, her delicate frame, the bulky cyberware that breaks her silhouette, the faraway look in her eyes. But laid over it, there is a slight shimmer, her aura, damaged though it may be. The chrome that Glory is sporting has really done a number on her. Whatever she might have been before she went under the knife, her aura is now reminiscent of the room she's standing in, a cold, dead thing mockingly sculpted into a facsimile of life. Somewhere within that mutilated aura, a shred of humanity awaits, but finding it isn't going to be easy. Suddenly, Glory's body language changes. The look on her face is somewhere between suspicious and alarm. I got something in my teeth? You're staring. With an aura this shredded by cyberware and surgery, it's going to take a minute to gather any useful information. Continue reading her aura. Just trying to figure you out, Glory. You've got a lot going on beneath the surface. I imagine we all do, yourself included. Yet you don't find me gawking at you. As Glory speaks, you continue to focus, sifting through the void left by a vintage chrome to find the tatters of her original essence. Finally, you catch a glimpse of colour, flash of her true self, and behind it something else. In a reflexive panic, your third eye slams shut. The hidden world of the astral plane disappears from view, but an after-image of what you saw remains twisting in your mind. What? Glory is, or was, magically active. The shred of her essence that flitted past your vision left you sure of it. What's more, you'd wager that she had real power once. Terrifying power of a sort you can only guess at. All of this was surprising, but it was what you saw behind the aura that chilled you to the core. There was something connected to Glory's essence? What? A metaphysical tether stitched to the fabric of her soul. It reminded you of a leash. You can't say for sure what's holding the other end, but whatever it was, it's enormous and ancient and cruel. You can't shake the feeling that, as you looked into it, it stared back at you. Hey Glory, how you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. You sure? You look like you're a million miles away. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now it doesn't. I'm not big on sharing sport, personal reasons, you understand, I'm sure. Of course, we all have our secrets, but if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Well, that's a twist. Iga glares at you and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly blamed you for Monica's death. Something I can do for you, fearless leader? We need to talk about Monica. Not right now, we don't. Don't push this on me, Becky. One of these days you're gonna hash this out and you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends. But it won't be today. Alright, I get the hint, I'll give you your space. Good call. Doggy. As you start towards the safe house door, a large fork-legged form steps around the corner. Dante. Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. Oh no. Oh shit. Dante. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop, kept. That's when I realized something bad had happened. I'll give him a treat. Dante takes the treat in his mouth, but it's clear he has no appetite for it, and the jerky drops to the floor. He leans into you, looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. I guess the dog's going with you, Becky. Perhaps part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altug, meine Freundin. With a little luck, he can locate Green Winters and get to the bottom of this. For now, I think we should take a moment for Monica. Dietrich turns his head as you approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over too many years. But still he retains a degree of strength and vigor. It's obvious that the shaman you see is a shadow of his former self. Despite all of this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you. Becky, welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink to. This is actually really tricky. I don't know what to choose. Well, our etiquettes are security, gang, and socialite, so definitely drink. To Monica, Prost. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear. As you raise it, you snatch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel, tastes of sweet corn and walnuts, a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. You swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle. Let me ask you a question, Becky. What made you come back to Berlin? Why do you want to know? Monica told me you'd moved here from the Rhine-Ruhr megaplex. Made it sound like you'd been there a good many years, successful years at that. Leads a man to wonder why you packed up and moved here. A member of my old crew betrayed me. Ain't that a pisser? I can handle all sorts of things, but betrayal always makes me sad. Right there with you. I ventilated the son of a bitch before I left the Ruhrplex. The bastard deserved no less. In your position, I'd have done the same thing. So after all this went down, you decided to bail out of the Ruhrplex and head to Berlin. Am I getting that right? More or less. There wasn't much left for me in the Ruhrplex, and Monica made me a hell of an offer. Ah yes, Monica. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? So, let me ask you, what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back. She was pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know? Monica was my friend. I cared about her. I don't know. I guess I just want to get to know her better. There are some areas of her life that have always been a mystery. If you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. I knew Monica well enough to know what you mean. She did have a mysterious way about her. So what was the deal between you two? Don't leave me in suspense. We were, very close. Is that so? Huh. Learn something new every day. Well, good on you both. She was a wonderful woman, and I hope that your time together was happy. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time and the bottle's almost empty. Thank you for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. No. Okay. Alright, let's go. Was it? Nur für Mitarbeiter. The dwarvish tech vendor smiles at you with practiced ease, her almond eyes twinkling with the glare from a dozen trid screens. She speaks a clipped, heavily accented German. Welcome to the Data Haven. Can I help you with something? I'm in the market for something exotic. What kinds of tech do you carry? Anything and everything. Need a new deck? Some software perhaps? I'm your girl. Or maybe you're a rigger, like I am. Perhaps I can interest you in a new drone or two? I'm just browsing. I'm not a rigger. Or a decker. God, I might need to have a little bit of a break. Let's do this, and then we'll call it for a bit. Who's this? Jan Goldschmidt. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from the man in the chair is as enormous as Zona, a deep booming roar dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for a Soikaf, yes? Yes, it certainly is a beaut. Don't mind the fool in the... I can't do a Turkish accent. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. I tolerate him only because he takes his Soikaf by the bucket. Tug, meine Freundin! Wait, meine Freundin. What are you saying about Altug there? You are as quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. If you wouldn't mind to bow to me, you would have to vacate your chair. I shall summon a team of determined young men and ox to assist with the task, and with luck you'll be on your feet by nightfall. Enough of this senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can Jan Goldschmidt do for you? Something bad's gonna happen if he doesn't stop interrupting me. Don't mind our dear Altug. Yes, he is a peevish man, but his ire was not directed at you. I have the distinction of being the sole target of Altug's rage and derision. I think did I just... Oh, that was the volume for my headphones. It is a badge I delight in wearing. I put up with them because they amuse me. In fact, the fact that they amuse me infuriates my dear friend Altug, who in turn hurls more insults, and thus the cycle continues. It is 2 years now that I've been your customer, yes, Altug? 2 years of Soycav and strained patience, yes. And I remain happy, and Altug makes money, an ideal business relationship. Until next time, my friend. What a kooky guy. Dante, I'll fetch his water dish, and perhaps a coffee for our friend here? Paul Amsel sends his regards. When he hears Amsel's names, the Turk's voice lowers, and his accent becomes less exaggerated, takes on a knowing look. Ah, very good. Please express my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I'm always happy to provide. Excuse me. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Herr Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course, O wise one. Kami, come! A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Burak Ghazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. Oh, she is cute. As you wish, uncle. I'll see to it right away. Kami offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I am embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative of your help. Of course, Herr Burak-Ghazi, it is no trouble at all. My errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I have a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network. As part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide matrix access for all who live in the Kreuz Bazaar. In order to maintain their, how do I say it, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. Simple enough? Yes, it is a simple job. Time consuming and a bit tedious perhaps, but simple. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. Cool. Alright. Well, I might have a break. Because I'm yawning a lot. There we go. Okay. And I should probably do with a little lie down, maybe. Want to play more of this tonight, maybe to come back in a few hours. So, this has been fun. It's been a while since I played some Shadowrun. Is anyone online? I mean, yes, lots of people are online. Is there anyone I follow online? Nope. Alright, I am going to visit Odestar. Who is playing some Turok.